Hey, have you been searching for a way to tether your camera to your iPad without those expensive cords that never works 100% of the time? I wish I had known about this a lot sooner, but not only has it made working with clients a lot seamless and easier, but had I known how to use it before, it would have made me thousands of dollars when I had used it in a unique way. In this video, I'm going to show you how to seamlessly connect your camera to your iPad using this cool app. But in addition to that, I'm going to actually show you how to create an additional source of income in your photography business by using this method with your clients that have already paid you. Now look, if you're new here, I'm Mike Nelson, a branding photographer with over 13 years of marketing experience helping businesses grow in corporate America before transitioning over into a branding photographer. And on this channel, I share marketing tips, gear reviews, and strategies to help you get more high-paying clients in your photography business. So if those are things that you're interested in, then go ahead and make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you can get notified of videos that's going to help you make money as a photographer. All right, so step one is going to be your setup. There's going to be a couple of things that you're going to need in order to make this work. So the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need the Capture One app. That's what's going to make this whole thing happen. There's going to be a couple of other things that's going to be included that I'm going to show you how to use that can make this a lot easier and make this completely wireless. So the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a camera. I'm using the Sony a7R5. With the Capture One app, they have a list of cameras that they're compatible with, but they're more than likely going to be like the newer camera. So make sure you check the site to make sure that your camera can work. Number two, you're going to need some type of tablet. I have an iPad Pro. I'm not sure what generation it is. I think it's like a 12-inch, but I also have an iPad mini and it works just as well on that one. Then secondly, this thing right here is a magic arm with a clamp. So this clamp is from Small Rig. In the description, I'll include the link to all of these, but I have a clamp. This is going to be attached to my tripod, which you're going to see in a bit. Then I have a magic arm, which is also by Small Rig to make this work. And then I have a file cam quick release system. These things is clutch. The reason why I use this is because it's going to make it easier for this next thing that I'm about to show you, which is the Ulanzi iPad clip. It allows me to hook my iPad up and it connects easily like this to the magic arm. I love it. You'll see how we use this in just a bit. The Ulanzi clip for the iPad is something that you're going to need is clutch. And then make sure you use a tripod in order to have this set up the way that I'm going to show you. Make sure your tripod is not carbon fiber. I have this Peak Design carbon fiber travel tripod, and when I connect this to this and I clamp it, I heard some cracking, so I don't want to do that anymore. So I have my aluminum tripod that I have from Peak Design as well. So make sure yours is either aluminum or some type of metal. That's all the things that you're going to need in order to make this work. Now, let me show you how to put all of this together. The first thing that you're going to want to make sure you do, which I've already done, attach your file cam quick release system to your magic arm, and then also make sure you attach your clamp as well to your magic arm. And as you see right here, this is everything that I'm going to be needing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my my camera on my tripod. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my clamp to my tripod. And I'm just going to simply attach it this way right here, attach it to the top. Boom, there we go. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust it so that I can have my iPad the same height as around my camera. And then I'm going to just lock this down right here. Okay, and that's locked off. So right now, that's the part that we need in order to be able to hook the clamp up. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my Ulanzi clamp right here. I'm going to unlock it in the back to make it the length of my iPad. And then I'm just going to simply just slide this in right here, clamp it down, lock it, tighten it up. All right. Now my iPad is ready to be clamped in, and I just simply clamp it in right here. Now, if I want to adjust it, I can simply just turn it down and adjust the iPad. All right. So this is the setup here. I'll turn it around. This is the setup here that I use when I'm taking my pictures, and it'll wirelessly connect to the app in order to show the images. So now let me show you how to connect your camera to the Capture One app in order for these images to show up on your iPad wirelessly. Now, the good thing about this as well is because I have that file cam quick release system on here, I can simply just take my iPad off just like that, show it to the client, and I can just come back here and click it right in as well. What you want to do is you want to open up your Capture One app. Once you open up your Capture One app, it's a couple of things that you're going to do. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create an album, and I'm just going to call this the testing album right here, and we're going to create that. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to click the album and you're going to assign this to the capture folder. What this means is that when you start to take pictures, this is what's going to allow you to be able to capture those images into this album. The next thing that we want to do is we have to adjust our camera. Now I'm using a Sony camera and I'm going to record my screen right here to show you guys exactly how we're going to set this camera up. Now it's one key step here that I didn't see in any of the writings or anything. And for some reason, I couldn't get my camera to work and connect to the Capture One app until I spent about an hour trying to figure this out. So I'm gonna show you guys one step that you must do in order to be able to make this work. First thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the menu button. We're gonna come over here to the PC remote function. And before we even go to the PC remote function, let me just make sure that you do this first. We wanna go down to the menu system in the Sony cameras, all the way down to menu number 8, the network option. And we want to go over here where it says authentication settings. We want to make sure that it's off. For some reason, this normally is turned on your camera, just from the factory settings. Make sure that's off and hit OK. The next thing that you want to do, go to the PC remote function, Wi-Fi direct info, hit OK. This information will pop up. We're going to come back over here into the iPad. And we're going to go to the settings on the iPad, and we're going to wait until our phone or our camera shows up on the iPad. All right, so my camera has showed up. I'm going to connect to that camera, my Sony a7R5, and now my camera is connected. I'm going to come back to the Capture One app, and from here, as you see, it shows my camera right there. I'm going to hit this 3 little dots and hit connect. My camera is going to connect. It looks like it's connected. And because I chose for that one to be the album, I'm going to take a picture of my my assistant Halimar right there. Boom. And now the camera has now captured the image inside of Capture One. There's Halimar right there on the screen. Let's go ahead and take another one. Bow. Boom. And as you can see, the images automatically pops up on the camera wirelessly. So that's super easy, as you guys can see. Now, one thing I should let y'all know about the Capture One app. The Capture One app, there is a paid fee. I believe it's like at this time of recording, it's about $50 for the entire year, but it's worth it for me. And you're going to see why in just a bit as we go into the next step, as I show you how this app actually makes us money. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it.
All right, part 2. Let's talk about the in-session benefits of doing this and using this process. I came back into the office. We're gonna hop back in the studio after this, but I wanna share with you how this is actually going to help you with the quality of your shoot, but also help you be able to make more income. So one thing that I like to do during the shoot is at the end of the shoot, I have all of my clients leave a testimonial, right? Or I ask them and 100% of them accept and they leave a testimonial, right? And one thing that they said that they love is how myself allows them to look at the images during the shoot so they can adjust their hair, anything along those lines, in order to be able to get the best pictures that they want, right? So what I do is I'll take a couple of images, I'll position it as, hey, I want you to take a look at the camera. Let me know if you like anything or if you don't like anything, so that I know what poses to keep you in and what poses not to put you in, right? And then while doing that, I would have them like the images that their favorite, right? Like I'll have them add 5 stars in the app of the images that they like, right? So during the shoot, we're probably getting a couple of images that they like. They'll add a 5-star to it. They'll look through it, add a 5-star to it. Now, we only take about 2 minutes doing this, right? But what this allows us to do is position it at the end of the shoot, where we'll hand the iPad to them after the testimonial and say, hey, I want you to go through and just hit a 5 stars on images that you like. They'll go through all of these images, and what will happen is now at the end of the shoot, I don't have to call through all of them, but there's a valuable part here that is going to allow you to make more money. What this is going to do is at the end of the shoot, it gives you about, now for me, I take about between 500 to maybe over 1,000 images in one photo shoot because I have 2 cameras, right? Now, when they like these images, it narrows it down to maybe 300, 400, maybe 500 images. And when I send them to review, it's only the images that they have starred in the app during our shoot, right? Now you're probably wondering like, well, Mike, why is this such a big deal? Well, let me tell you why it's a big deal. The way that I have my packages set up, right? They have the ability to purchase additional edits. Like they don't get every single image from the photo shoot. I send over images with a watermark on it, and my packages are set up to where they get anywhere between 8 and 50 edited images. Okay, if I'm sending them over 500 images that they've already selected that they liked in the album, they're automatically going to be inclined to want to purchase the additional photos. Just a couple of weeks ago, I actually had 2 clients where I sent the images to them this way. One of them paid, I believe, over $500 for the edited images, unedited JPEGs, I'm sorry. And then the other one paid $600 for lightly edited images that I ran through an AI software, and it did it in under 10 minutes, right? But this is additional income that I would have never had unless I had this process. So let's talk about that process. Part 3, the upsell process. How to create opportunities for yourself and upsell these photos to your client. The first thing that you want to focus on is you want to make sure that your packages are set up in a way where they don't get every single image from the photo shoot. The way that my packages are set up is that I only offer a limited amount of edits from the photo shoot that we take. When you set your shoot up this way, what that allows you to do is to upsell them the other images from the shoots. I learned this method from a headshot photographer in Dope Shot U, where he only has a session fee for someone to come and take a headshot, and if they want to purchase any additional headshots after that, they have to buy them. So I kind of look at it a little bit differently, where they have a cost that they pay for edits ahead of time. When we're doing the shoot, I'm using Capture One. In the past, it used to be on my camera, but I'm using Capture One. They select the images that they like, and then I send them over to them afterwards for them to be able to purchase the additional photos when I send them the images that they want to have edited. So the way that I set this up is I come home from the photo shoot, I get all of the images that they have favorited, right, or added 5 stars to, and those are the only images that I put on my computer. Now, once I have those images on my computer, I upload them to PixieSet with a watermark over top of them, and then I send them off to the client and I say, hey, please select the images that you want to have edited. But in addition to that, I send them a little PDF that has the price packages of the additional images that they can purchase. I would say probably 7 out of 10 clients that I come across, they always purchase additional photos. Now, my photo packages range from $1,000 to $3,000. And then on the back end, the upsell of the images range anywhere from $500 to over $1,500, right? So I want you to think about this. The easiest person to sell to is someone who has already spent money with you. So why not use this method in order to get people who've already spent money with you to spend even more money with you by purchasing something that they've already singled out? I like that image. So we back. Tell me why I recorded the rest of this video in the studio, but I forgot to turn the audio on. As you guys can see, this wireless tethering setup not only makes you the highlight of the shoot with helping your client see the images before they get home and, you know, look at them on the computer, but also it's helping you create another source of income in your photography business that will just take you to the next level. Now look, if this video has helped you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because guess what? We only getting started, and I'm going to make sure that I create more videos for you each and every week that's going to help you get more high-paying clients in your photography business. And let me know in the comment section, what's one thing you're going to take from this video that's going to help you upgrade your customer experience in your photography business. Now, speaking of customers, one thing that you're going to need is actually to get more clients in your photography business to be able to apply all of this stuff. That's why in the comment section below, I put together a mini course for you to show you exactly how we get 10 to 15 clients, high-paying clients in our photography business every single week. Go ahead and check it out.